what really happened after MV 2.0 was finally released. Why are so many Korean netizens suddenly flooding comment sections with praise for Taehyung and Jungkook? And why are so many people saying that this wasn't just a good performance, but something on a completely different level? From their energetic dancing, to their surprisingly powerful acting, to visuals that many viewers are calling absolutely unreal. All eyes tonight are once again on two names that never fail to capture attention: Taehyung and Jungkook. But what shocked people the most wasn't only the reaction from international fans. It was the fact that Korean netizens themselves began openly praising the smallest details, their expressions, their aura, their chemistry, and the way they completely dominated the screen in just seconds. Is this becoming one of the strongest Taehyung moments of the year? And is it true that many viewers are already calling MV 2.0 one of the most cinematic, intense, and unforgettable releases they've seen in a long time? Stay until the end of this video, because later we'll talk about why so many people believe this release was not just about music, but about Taehyung and Jungkook proving their level in front of the Korean public once again. Segment 1, the release that immediately took over the internet. Even before MV 2.0 officially dropped, the atmosphere online already felt different. Just hours before release, hashtags connected to Taehyung, Jungkook, and of course Taehyung began climbing steadily across social media. Fans were waiting in front of their screens, counting down, sharing theories, and trying to guess what kind of concept they were about to witness. And from the first teaser alone, many people had already noticed something very important. This release didn't look ordinary at all. There was something more polished, something more mature, something bolder, sharper, and more confident in the way it presented both of them. And the moment the MV finally went live, the reaction exploded. Many viewers admitted that they originally planned to just watch quickly or check a few scenes, but ended up watching the entire video from beginning to end without being able to look away. Why? Because from the very first few seconds, Taehyung and Jungkook completely took over the screen. Not just because they are famous, not just because they are recognizable, but because their presence inside every frame felt alive. Every expression, every step, every change in energy, every camera-facing movement felt intentional and powerful. And that's exactly why Korean netizens began leaving comments that weren't just supportive, but genuinely impressed. Some said they were shocked by the level of performance. Others said they didn't expect the two of them to deliver such a strong balance of dance, acting, and visuals in one release. And some viewers could only say one thing: this was impossible to ignore. Their energetic dancing became one of the biggest highlights. If there is one thing that instantly grabbed the attention of Korean viewers, it was definitely their energetic choreography. And this wasn't just about fast movement. It wasn't only about synchronization. It wasn't simply about dancing well. What impressed people the most was how alive their dancing felt on screen. And that is a very important difference. Because in performance, many people can dance correctly. Many idols can memorize choreography. Many performers can stay on beat. But not everyone can make viewers feel like the movement has emotion inside it. And according to many Korean netizens, that's exactly what Taehyung and Jungkook managed to do in MV 2.0. Jungkook, as expected, delivered with his signature precision, stamina, and explosive energy. His movements looked sharp, clean, and fully controlled. Even in the most intense sections, he looked incredibly stable, as if the rhythm had completely merged with his body. But what made people praise him even more was that he didn't just dance accurately, he danced with character. There was emotion in the way he moved. There was purpose in every transition. There was a feeling that he wasn't just following the beat, he was bringing the beat to life. Meanwhile, Taehyung brought a very different kind of power to the choreography. And that contrast is exactly what made their performance even more fascinating. Taehyung performed with a style that felt more charismatic, expressive, and theatrical. If Jungkook gave viewers an intense burst of controlled energy, Taehyung gave them something more magnetic. Many Korean viewers pointed out that one of Taehyung's greatest strengths is his ability to make even the smallest movement feel important. A slight head turn, a subtle shoulder shift, a change in expression in the middle of choreography. And suddenly, the entire frame feels different. That is not something every performer can do. And when Taehyung and Jungkook moved together in the same frame, that's when many viewers said they genuinely didn't know where to look. Some admitted they had to rewatch the dance scenes multiple times because on the first watch, they were too distracted by the visuals. Then on the second watch, they started noticing the choreography. And only by the third or fourth watch did they begin paying attention to the facial expressions. And when a performance makes people rewatch it over and over again, that usually means one thing: it has layers. And performances with layers are the ones people remember. Segment 3, their acting surprised a lot of people. One of the biggest surprises for many viewers was not just the dance. It was their acting. Yes, their acting. Because in today's music video world, especially when a project is built around a cinematic concept, dancing and visuals are not enough. Artists also need to deliver emotion, tension, and atmosphere. And according to a lot of reactions online, that's exactly what Taehyung and Jungkook managed to deliver. There were expressions that didn't feel forced. There were silent moments that somehow felt louder than the most intense scenes. There were close-up shots that carried real emotional weight. Taehyung once again proved something many fans have known for a long time. He has an incredibly powerful face acting ability. A lot of Korean netizens praised how his expression could shift in a matter of seconds, from calm, cold, and mysterious, to emotional, heavy, and deeply intense. This is one of Taehyung's most dangerous strengths on camera. His face always feels like it is telling a story, even when he says nothing. And in a cinematic MV, that kind of skill is priceless. Jungkook also received major praise for his screen acting in this release. Many viewers felt that this time he looked much more confident as a visual storyteller. He seemed bolder with his expressions, more emotionally open, and far more aware of how to communicate tension through the camera. If Jungkook has always been praised for his stage presence, then in MV 2.0, many people felt like he also showed a much stronger cinematic presence. And when these two strengths came together, Taehyung's mysterious intensity and Jungkook's emotional energy, the result became something viewers simply could not ignore. Many people even said that some scenes felt less like a music video and more like a scene from a short film. Segment 4. Their visuals are being called too insane for the camera. Now, let's talk about the part that perhaps generated the biggest reaction of all. Their visuals? And honestly, this is not even surprising. Both Taehyung and Jungkook have long been recognized as two of the most visually striking figures in K-pop, but in MV 2.0, many viewers felt that both of them somehow reached another level entirely. Why? Because this time, their visuals didn't just look handsome, they didn't just look good on camera, they looked cinematic. Taehyung appeared with a deeply powerful aura, sharp facial structure, intense eyes, and a calm but overwhelming screen presence. A lot of Korean viewers praised the way the camera seemed to completely fall in love with every angle of his face. Some comments even described him as looking like the main character of a dark, modern film, elegant, dangerous, quiet, and impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, Jungkook delivered a different kind of visual impact, more dynamic, more alive, more intense, but still incredibly polished and striking. Many viewers said Jungkook looked especially powerful in close-up shots, where his emotional expression combined with his natural charisma in a way that felt almost unfair to the camera. And then came the moments where they stood next to each other in the same frame. That's when viewers began using phrases like visual overload, too much power in one scene, this should be illegal,